have your attention? Do I 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 have your...
Oh. Okay. Sorry. So, today, what we are going to be doing... it's too tight. Okay, it's still too tight. Anywho. Okay, sorry. Today we are going to be doing my Halloween story. I know it's not Halloween yet, but you know, why not? So, it's called The Girl in the Dollhouse. The reason why I had to write this story was for English. We had to write a horror story, and I'm like, oh, wow. I was like, yes, I get to actually write a story, so I was really, really excited. So, guys, it's going to be on this phone. Yes, the bright phone. But anyways, if you guys see this phone, it's probably because of the stories that I'm going to be doing, and we'll see how they go. So, here we go. Oh, and in the background will be scary music, because why not, right? Anyways, so it's called The Girl in the Dollhouse. I didn't know why you want to know my story, but you did. You ask me every day and every night if I want to tell you the story, and I say no, every time. Well, tonight I will tell you because this was the night I killed my family. We weren't always poor, sorry. We had money, but the man that worked with my father was a backstabber and took all of the money we had. I was 6 at the time, and I didn't know why this was happening. I was mad because I had to leave my school, my friends, and I had to leave my toys behind, my nice shoes and dresses. I was mad. My mom told me that we were going to her hometown called Aaronsville. She said her great-great-grandfather gave her this house and we are going to live there. We get to the house and it was old. It needed work. My mom showed me to my room. It was old and dusty. There was one thing that caught my eye. It was an old doll, very pretty and very young. My mom told me her name was Caroline. She told me if I liked it, I could keep it, so I did. I would play with her every day and night before I go to school and to bed. We would always play tea party and other things. She was my only friend I had. Well, one day when I was home alone because my parents were at work, I got off the bus and went to my room, and the doll started talking to itself. She stopped before I could hear the rest of the conversation. I told her if she tells me what she was talking about, I wouldn't tell anyone that she talked. And I could talk back to her, because if I did, then something bad would happen that I would have to do. So I said, okay. Sorry. She told me she had a good side and a bad side. And I believed her. Little did I know she was telling the truth. So she told me that she will watch over me if I didn't go into a room of the house. I said okay. I was little and I thought it was in my mind, but I was wrong. I took her everywhere, and when I could talk to her, people would think that was cute and that my friend is a doll. I never told anyone that the doll could speak. Well, one day I had to go visit my grandpa, and my grandma was cleaning the house. And the doll was talking again to itself. And my mom thought that she was talking to herself, but she wasn't. It was the doll telling her to go into the room they told me not to go into. And thank goodness the door was locked. When I got home, my mom asked if I found a key that could unlock the door, and I told her that she can't go in there. That's why it's locked, but she was going crazy and wanted to know what was in the room. Well, a few weeks passed and then a month passed, and my mom was cleaning the house again, and she found the key to the room. She just looked for a while. She didn't know if she wanted to go into the room. And a few hours passed. Then a few more. Then she decided to go into the room. She walked up the stairs. She hears someone saying, "Please don't go in the room. Please, no," over and over again. She told me she opened the door and she heard someone scream, and then she heard a little girl laugh, saying thank you. She goes in the room to see if there is anyone in there. She turns on the light, and there is nothing in the room. She looked all around, and she didn't know why it was locked in the first place. So she goes out and closes the door, then she locks it again. I get home from school, and then the house was cold. My mom asked me how was school, and I said it was good. She made me a snack like she does every day after school, but something was wrong. I asked her what did she do when I was gone, and she told me she found the key and went to the room. I dropped the glass I had, and she yelled at me to go to my room. Something was wrong, because she never did that. I don't know what was wrong with her, but something was, and I needed to help her before something bad happens. So I go to my room, and the doll looked very old, and she didn't look too good. It was like she was sick. She told me that I failed, that I didn't do what she told me to do, and that because my mom went to the room that was forbidden, it was my fault. I told her no. She didn't listen, and she had to do. Sorry. Oh yeah. All she had to do was listen to me, and she didn't. Why didn't she listen? So the doll said that if I wanted to live, then I had to do the things she told me to, and I wasn't going to like them. She told me that I would have dreams about the things that were going to happen, but I would never remember them. At first, the dreams were good and okay, but then they got really, really weird. I thought I was going crazy, but Caroline said that this was going to happen if someone goes in the room. One night when I was dreaming, I saw myself grabbing a knife out of the kitchen, going outside, killing a cat, and putting its blood on the wall, saying, "You should have listened." Taking the knife and scraping it on the walls and laughing while doing this. I screamed, and I woke up my mom, saying, "Why didn't you listen to me? Why didn't you listen?" I didn't want to do this. I tried to find all the ways to get out of it, like hurt myself and other things, but it didn't work, and I have scars to prove it. Then the night came to where I would go to the kitchen, get the knife, go outside, and kill a cat and write on the walls, "Why didn't you listen?" Then scratch the walls with the knife and laugh. My mom wakes up and she screams. She doesn't know what's going on. I woke up looking at the wall, and I screamed too, because it all said I did this, and I was laughing the whole time. This was going on for days, months, and years, until I had a dream. My dad came home drunk and beating my mom. Then after that, he fell asleep on the couch, and I killed him. Now, how am I going to stop that from happening? But I knew that I couldn't do that. So I let it happen. I knew it was dumb, but I couldn't stop it from happening. This was my dad. We're talking about here. But if I didn't do it, then I would die. I should have just died. Why didn't I do that? Sorry. So that night came to where my dad would come home, hit my mom, then fall asleep on the couch. I killed him. I don't remember anything that happened after that. All I can say is that I needed to kill the doll or myself. But I was just a little girl, scared. I know that's a stupid excuse. I didn't know all of the things that happened after that. All I knew is that I hated my life after the night. So months and a year passed. I think I was 9. Yes, I was 9. Every time the doll would talk to me, I would leave the room. She would start yelling at me because of it. She said that if I didn't start listening to her again, then I was going to regret it. I just laughed because I wanted her to think that I wasn't scared of her, but I was. So every night I would just have bad dreams to where I didn't even want to go to sleep. But every night I would fall asleep, and I would have dreams about little girls covered in blood, laughing and yelling. The night I had a dream that my mom was just walking and started yelling at me, and I was done. So I got a knife and stabbed her with it, saying all you had to do was listen. This is you. Everything that has happened is because of you. I knew that the day was coming, but I didn't know when. I was so scared that I almost told her. But what was that going to do? She would think I was crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not. That's what I kept telling myself. But am I crazy? A doll could talk to me. I saw myself killing people or animals. I'm crazy. I should have just let the doll kill me. Why didn't I just let the doll kill me? So the night finally came, and how did I know? Because the doll didn't talk to me. I didn't have any bad dreams, just dreams of my mom and dad. The good ones, where he was still here and we were rich, and I had all of my old friends, and I was happy. But my mom, she was not okay. She was getting mad for no reason, calling me names and telling me that I was a mistake. I couldn't take it anymore, so I did what I had to do. I killed her. Just like in my dream. But what my dream didn't show me was that I was going insane. I could hear the doll laughing, my mom and my dad's heart beating like a drum. I was going crazy. So I called the cops to take me away, but they just laughed. And I said I killed my dad and my mom. Their bloods are on the floor, and I'm covered in their blood, laughing. So they showed up at the house. I was covered in blood, but not my dad's. Oh no, not his blood, but my mom. They said that I looked at them laughing. They told me that I killed 2, almost 3 of their men, but I didn't remember that. They told me that every night I could talk to the wall and call it Caroline, laughing like I was going insane. But I was, and now I'm here telling you the story. I'm 17 and crazy. But you can't kill me, can you? You have to look at my brain and see what's wrong with me. I'm 17, talking about a doll that had me kill people. I'm crazy, but it's not my fault. She didn't listen to me. Why didn't she listen? That was the last we heard from her, sir. She just laughed and said, "You should have listened. What do you want us to do with her? What's her name first?" All. What's her name first? It's Caroline, sir. Her name is Caroline. The end. Okay, so I know the story was like probably confusing because I didn't really explain a lot. I think I actually got an A on this and I was really excited because hey, that's like probably the first time I actually got an A on an assignment. Like anytime that I would like get bad grades, I would have to stay with my teacher and go over my test again because I have a learning disability. I actually got an A in this, and in the background I had scary music playing. Oh, and it was so fun. I think I had the Ring Around the Rosie song, but I'm really not sure. If I can find it, I will play it for you guys. Well, it would be in the background me talking. But so the doll, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. The doll does not exist. The girl name is Caroline. She was the doll, so that's why it's called The Girl in the Dollhouse. There was no doll. She killed her family by herself. She just had an imaginary doll. And oh, it was so funny because I made my whole classroom scared. Sorry. And I just started laughing. I'm like, I promise you, this isn't a real story. It's just a fake one. And someone in my class said, you know, you should make a second story to it. And I'm like, I probably should because, you know, I think it would be cool. So, first, it didn't say the end. It said to be continued. And I think we had to do that story because we were reading a story about this guy who wanted his boss's eyeglass, and it was driving him insane. And whenever he like killed the guy, he would hear his heart beating, and he like finally like called someone and told everyone that he killed his boss for a glass eye. So that's where I kind of got the story from. If you guys like it, just tell me if you guys want me to write more stories, and if you do, come up with the characters' names, come up where they live in, come up with the timeline, so it can be like the past, the future, and the present. I don't really care. And then I'll just try to see what I can do with it. And if you guys want to, you can have like a background story about the characters, because I think that would be really, really fun. So I really hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, please put a thumbs up. If you don't, I don't really care. But yeah, so I hope you guys really like it, and thank you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.